my channel. In this video I'll be showing you how to make vegetable Seekh Kababs. These are also vegan friendly. Check out the description box below for the full measurements and ingredient list. Begin by bringing the water to a boil in a large pot and adding the whole spices, followed by the salt. Once boiling, add in the potatoes. I'm using 1 kg of red potatoes and make sure you don't peel them. And then just leave to cook on a medium heat for around 20 to 30 minutes. If you've got smaller sized potatoes, they will be cooked before, so you can take these out earlier. Use a knife to pierce through the middle. The potatoes should be around 80% cooked. You don't want them too soft. For the rest of the potatoes, follow the same process and check they're cooked and remove from the water into a separate bowl. In the same water, add in the carrots and boil these for about 8 minutes on a medium heat or until soft. Once you've got about 4 minutes left, add in the green peas and then leave these to cook. And once the vegetables are soft, you can drain the water. It's important to let the potatoes cool and refrigerate overnight. This will help to evaporate any moisture and leave the skin on to avoid browning, and place the vegetables into a separate bowl. You then want to break down the carrots and peas with a masher or a fork. The mixture should look a bit like this. Make sure you don't put this in the blender as you don't want a puree. You then want to put this in a sieve and with the back of a spoon just press out as much juice as you can from the vegetables. It should then look like this, and then you can place it in the fridge ready to use the next day. The next day you can prepare the mixture for the kebab. All the measurements and ingredients for all the spices I'm using are in the description box below. You want to peel the boiled potatoes, and using a grater you just want to grate these potatoes. Once you've grated all the potatoes, it should look like this. You then want to add in the boiled carrots and peas from the day before, along with the salt, garlic and ginger powder. You can also use fresh, crushed chillies, Basaar mix or chili powder, Tandoori Masala, Chaat Masala, you can use any brand, Coriander Powder, Garam Masala, Cumin Powder, Black Pepper, chopped onions. I've also passed these through a sieve just to get rid of any moisture, red chili pepper, green chilies, which I've also passed through a sieve to get rid of any moisture, Dry Fenugreek Leaves. Using your hand, knead all the spices in really well. Whilst you're kneading, you can also check how much moisture you have in the mixture, and based on that you can adjust how much breadcrumbs and rice flour you will need. Here I'm adding about 3/4 of a cup of breadcrumbs and about 5 tablespoons of rice flour. And then using your hands, just knead this in really well. The mixture shouldn't be too crumbly either, otherwise you'll have a very dry kebab, and then it shouldn't be too sticky either. To make the kebabs, you'll need some olive oil and a skewer. To begin, grease your hands with a little oil and form a medium-sized ball. It's best not to make these kebabs too big as they are hard to handle. You then want to pat them into a log shape. And then you want to place the skewer through the centre, and using your thumb and fingers gently squeeze the mixture onto the skewer to your desired length and thickness. Pull out the skewer and then place the kebab onto a grill tray. You can also cook the kebabs with the skewer on, but I find it easier to cook these without them on. You would need to add a lot more rice flour to prevent them from falling off, which dries the mixture out too much. For this reason, it's best to just do it like this, and this way you'll get the same shape and perfect texture. Once you've made all the kebabs, you can then brush them with a little bit of olive oil. This will make sure that it gives them a nice crispy texture on the outside. You then want to place these under a high heat grill for about 4 minutes. After 4 minutes, just flip the kebabs over to the other side. And then again place under a high heat grill for another 4 minutes. After this, you can just rotate the kebabs to any side that is uncooked and you just want to give a crispy outer, and then just brush with a little bit of more oil as well. Once the kebabs are cooked, they should look a bit like this. You can also brush with a little bit more of olive oil. This will just help to prevent them from drying out. You can also make these kebabs totally oil free. The colour will just be slightly different, but you will grill them the same way as before. If you like this recipe, make sure to like, comment and subscribe to my channel. Make sure to also follow me over on my official Instagram page, Foodie Tips, where I upload all my written recipes. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in my next video.